How's it going, everybody? As per usual, it's the end of the month, which means end of the month Blu-ray haul. Show you what I got throughout the month of July. I actually got a couple more things that I haven't received yet because they're in the mail. So it might be a little bit smaller than my other previous hauls, but got some good stuff. You know, Criterion sales going on, so I got some good Criterions, but let's get into it. So the first thing I picked up this month, if you know me, you know I love my Steelbook, so I had to get the Steelbook for A Quiet Place. Definitely still one of my favorites of this year so far. I just really like this horror film. It's actually really, it's really well directed. I mean, John Krasinski does a great job directing and starring in this film. Still one of my favorites this year. It's very not talked about as much anymore, but I actually liked it a lot. It's probably still in my top 10. These next three pickups all kind of go together because they're all from the same director and they're all from the Criterion collection. Criterion's got a great sale going on, I think for another week or so. But yeah, it's been 50% off all their Criterions this month, which is pretty good, seeing as how they're all pretty expensive, with they're not 50% off, because I think they're usually like at least $40 per Blu-ray DVD, but $20, that means I can just splurge. But because of that, I got Cronos, the first film ever directed by Guillermo del Toro. I also got The Devil's Backbone, another really great Guillermo del Toro film. And of course, my favorite film from Guillermo del Toro ever, in Pan's Labyrinth. I really love these Blu-rays, by the way. They're just so perfect. I mean, the color, the picture, everything's perfect on these. And even the special features are really amazing. If you really like Guillermo del Toro, or if you're just a fan of special features, all three of these got really good special features. I mean, this first one has one of Guillermo del Toro's first ever short films he did back in the 80s. It's very 80s noir. And The Devil's Backbone has a lot of really great special features with, deleted scenes, bonus scenes, and Pan's Labyrinth also. It's just they're just such great Blu-rays. They're just really engross you in the film, especially if you love Guillermo del Toro. He's, like I've said before, I think in my Q&A, he's one of my favorite directors, so I had to pick these up. I think I own every film he's ever done except for Blade 2. I actually really like Blade 2, I just don't own it for some reason. I don't know any of the Blade films, but I definitely need to get up on that. That's the only film by Guillermo del Toro I don't own. These next two also kind of go hand in hand because I was just going through FYE one day, looking through their aisles, because they actually have a Steelbook section now at FYE for some reason, and they have older ones as well. So I mean, they're older and they're discounted, so I can't resist Steelbooks. So leading up to Mission Impossible Fallout, I did see for good prices they had the Steelbook for Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, my favorite Mission Impossible up until Fallout, by the way. And also the Steelbook for Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, which also is a really great film, which leads, right from this, leads right into Fallout, so definitely recommend Rogue Nation if you're going to check out Fallout, because it's they go perfectly, it's a perfect continuation. If you haven't seen my review for Mission Impossible Fallout, by the way, or my ranking, I'll leave those in the comments section down below if you want to check them out. This next one, I was just browsing through all the different Criterions, trying to buy more Criterions, because I'm just an impulse buyer. I noticed that they have a lot of interesting things. I looked at a lot of the newer releases and the older releases, so I was like, let me go with this one. This is a timeless classic I haven't seen in a while, and 4K restoration and all that, and that is the Criterion Collection version of The Breakfast Club. Great 80s movie. It's a classic. John Hughes and all them just really knocked this out of the park, making this coming of age kind of story with Molly Ringwald, Alison Sheedy, Anthony Michael Hall, Emilio Estevez, Judd Nelson. I mean, this is such a great movie, and it's just it's probably the best looking version of this you're gonna get, at least as of right now, because it's I think it's 4K restoration for this one. I mean, it looks stunning. It looks amazing on my screen watching it, even though it came out in the 80s. It's the most clear picture I've seen this, and also it's got really great bonus features. Talks with new interviews with Molly Ringwald, and there's got a lot of special bonus features as well. But I really love The Breakfast Club. I hadn't watched it probably in years until I bought this, and it was totally worth getting on the Criterion Collection. This next one is actually a movie I missed completely. I didn't review it. It's probably one of the very few big titles I didn't talk about this year on my channel, and that is the Steelbook of Ready Player One. The only reason I didn't go see this in theaters is because both of my screenings got canceled because of the snow. Because where I live, there's a lot of blizzards and all that, so the snow and ice canceled my really early screening for this, and then the following week they canceled the next one. So I was just really salty for a while, stuck in my house, not being able to see this for a couple weeks, and I didn't want to review it because of it, and I was a little bitter about it, you could say, but I ended up seeing it the other day, and I thought it was really fun. I liked all the nostalgia and all the cool references to all the different properties. Ty Sheridan does a really great job in this. I like Simon Pegg in this. I didn't realize he was in this film until I watched it the other day. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, there's so many nostalgic references to other things in this movie that's really fun to just look back, pretty much go frame by frame, seeing what different things you can notice from different properties, because there's everything from like the Iron Giant, Gundams, Chun-Li, Spawn, Chucky from Child's Play, Batman. Like, there's just so many different things from pop culture that is in this that makes it such a entertaining watch. And it's also just really, it looks beautiful on the screen. Even the steelbook, I really like the steelbook's beautiful too. It's embossed, you know, I just like how it feels. And I'm definitely going to watch this many more times just because I want to, like, you know, notice more things as it goes on. Because I actually didn't, you know, you don't notice everything when you're first watch, so you got to rewatch some things. And I want to rewatch this and see if I notice anything I didn't notice the first time. Highly recommend Ready Player One. I think I may put this in my top 10 for the year. I'm not sure yet. We'll probably see as the rest of the year goes out. So yeah, that was my quick little Blu-ray haul for this month. I would have had more stuff, but the post office, what can you do really? I mean, I don't control that, so that just means that there'll be more stuff in the August version, I guess, if I do this video in August. So be on the lookout for that next month at the end of the month. So hopefully, I'll get them by then. If not, I'll let you know. But yeah, thank you all for checking out my little Blu-ray haul I did this month. Feel free to leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. Also, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all my movie reviews. I do early reviews, Netflix reviews. I also do Blu-ray hauls, obviously, unboxings, trailer reactions, and more. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.